I'm John Holmes. I started attending church here about Easter. My experience with alcohol was through self-medication. And then when my stepson passed away, it got worse. And it got worse and worse and worse. The reason why this happened is because I do have OCD. And usually what sets off OCD, everybody always wants to know what OCD is, but somewhere in your life, there was a traumatic experience. And what that does is it sticks in your head, and what you try to do mentally is to try to make sure whatever you do, whether it's repeating things or looking at things or whatever, you try to get them correct. But what happens is that the reason why I started drinking, because when I had a beer, it didn't matter anymore. You quit because it wasn't important anymore. It just escalated, got worse through time, and what I did is I went through rehab. I was totally out of control. Problems with alcohol, and what caused for me was almost a total loss of my family. People started staying away. I was inhibited to myself. I planned my days in and out of it, worrying about tomorrow where I was going to get my next source of alcohol. And that became number one, nothing else. Right now, by me not using alcohol anymore at all, I think more clearly. I have more better reactions with family, friends, meeting people. I've met more people in the last 8 years since I've quit drinking. I'm alcohol-free now for 8 years, but my life has completely changed, 100%, and I wouldn't give this up for the world. And I stop and think back on when I used to drink. I was just a bucket of poop. that's really all I can, to make it real nice and say, to say it kind of nice. But I would never go back to that. I can't not say enough for letting God know and give me the tools to see this, and what you can do for yourself too, because you don't have to live a life in this dull, next to death syndrome. That's what I call it. It's just amazing. I would never go back to that. Never.